everyone. Good evening. Welcome to Super Grad Scat from Top Rankers. So, how's the preparation going on? Let me have a look who all have joined mini marathon on Snap. General English, we will be taking up all the important components, questions, including your reading comprehensions, analogies, synonym, antonym. Good evening. Good evening. Most welcome, Azim. Fill in the blanks, prepositions, logical reasoning, all kinds of questions, figures of speech in detail. Then in the end, we'll have a mixed bag to solve. So again, this is a time-based test, isn't it? Yeah. Good evening. Hello, Kushi. How are you guys doing? Great to see you. Let's begin with the session then. So quickly, dear students. Okay, it's not that good. Okay, but we will move ahead with the preparation. We have to take up the test. So we will be polishing our skills and you can ask me your doubts as well in the course of the session. I'll try to resolve them to the best of my capability and together we will ace this exam as well. So my suggestion, rather my recommendation would be to sit with a paper and diary or a notebook and work along with me. Note down the important concepts because then only it will get registered in your mind. If you just simply listen, then maybe chances are that it evaporates, it goes away. So for retention, you need to note it down. You need to work alongside. Great. Okay, are we ready to start? I think we can start now. So as I said, first we'll be taking up some general concepts and then mixed bag in which all kinds of questions are lined up. Synonyms. Hello, hello, good evening. Yes. So let's have a look at the synonyms. Synonyms are there in the context as well. Similarly, antonyms also. So we will start with this first. Yes. Hello, Tanish. Contrite. The first word is contrite. So what are the options you have? Repentant, shy, uncertain, serious. Actually, this relates to feeling sorry or repenting. है ना? This is not shy. This does not mean uncertain or neither serious. Actually, it means repentant. So when you are repentant, पछतावा है जब आपको, at that time you use this word contrite. Next word, celerity. Celerity is quickness, fast, speediness. Okay, so it is not innocence, it is not illusion, neither insincerity. Genial. You might have heard the word congenial. Genial is good natured, the one who knows how to behave well, who has affection at his or her heart. So you can just rule out specific and careful because they don't have any relevance here. Now, coming to cordial and unselfish, what would be your choice? Yes, any answer? Any entries? The answer is cordial. Selfish also means the same thing, similar. But then we have a better word here. So the answer is cordial. Yes, correct. They share a cordial relationship. Harmonious. The other word will be harmonious. Mammoth. Mammoth is something which is huge. Size. It relates to size. So what will be the answer? Will it be greedy? Will it be wild or straight? Yes, any answers? Come on, my champions. Mammoth is, come on. I've already given you the clue. Yes. Yes, Vansi. It is huge. Mammoth is huge. So what are the words we did? Contrite is repentant, one who is sorry, one who is repenting. Celerity is related to quickness, it's related to speed. Then you have genial, which means cordial, and then you have mammoth. Mammoth means huge. So do you find synonyms easier or you find antonyms easier? Let's move ahead with this now. So we have some more synonyms. Infamy, famous. You must have heard. Famous, well known. Okay. So infamy is the opposite because you have this in, which is the prefix which shows opposite. Opposite of famous. So integrity is something which does not have any relevance here. Similarly, glory does not come into, that much of uh, uh, reconciliation with this word. It does not come anywhere near. And familiarity is a very, um, you can say, it does not have any special connotation here, positive, negative. Vidhi, just pay attention here. Infamy. I told you it has come from the word famous, infamous. Okay. So, infamous, the one who is known, but for all the bad reasons. Notoriety. Yes, well said. Abhay. Yes, Tanish. Okay, Vidhi. It has to be notoriety. Notorious. Notorious criminal. Again, well known, but in a negative direction, in a negative way, for all the wrong reasons, for all the bad reasons. So that is notoriety, notorious. Yeah? Okay, great. Now, gruesome. Gruesome is a negative word, but here you find almost all the words are negative. It's not insulting. Gruesome is not sullen. Sullen means कोई नाराज हो जाता है जब, है ना? So it is a mild kind of an emotion. Exhausting has nothing to do with all this because it means tired. So what is your answer? Your answer is hideous. Hideous, है ना? Ugly, bad, horrible. That is gruesome. Ugly or horrible. That is gruesome. You must have heard of the gruesome details, right? Gruesome. Hideous is the answer. Yes, Vansi. Temerity. Temerity. What does it mean? Now, paucity is something when you have the dearth of, when you don't have, and a lack of something. That is paucity. We have a paucity of funds. Okay. Verify. Now, if you look at this, even you can find out with the help of the word. This is a verb. Verify is a verb, whereas temerity is a noun. So in this way also you can rule it out. I'm just giving you a hint how to rule out. Verify. No, dear. No, Tanish. It is not even simplicity. It is audacity. Audacious. Okay. Means somebody who is courageous, but in a very stupid manner. Okay. What I said? Courageous, but stupid. One is going to harm himself. This is not intelligence. Okay. So temerity is audacity, audacious, being bold, being courageous, but in a very useless kind of a manner. I hope I'm making sense. So audacity is the answer. Yes. Yes, Azim. Parsimony. Now, parsimony is something to do with, not spending much. Okay. Parsimonious, not spending much, not having enough to spend, or not the one who doesn't feel like spending. So is it bankruptcy? Yes, any answers? Expenditure. Expenditure means to spend money. Kharch karna. Bribery. Bribery again in a dishonest manner. You are paying, you are giving bribe, you are indulging in bribery. This is related to dishonesty. The answer is miserliness. Miser. A miser is somebody, yes, correct, Tanish, who doesn't want to spend, doesn't wish to spend much. Conjuice, yes, yes, Paras, okay, Vamsi, yes, miserliness. Now comes fiasco. Fiasco. Now here you will find all the words. You find a kind of alliteration here. Is it feast? Tanish, just look at it. Have you heard this word anywhere? F, festival, failure, fortune, feast. It is not feast. Feast means when you eat, you have a feast spread in front of you. You have a beautiful display of wholesome snacks, food items. And fortune is your luck, right? Festival is related to enjoyment, joyousness, festivities. Your answer is failure. Failure is the answer. When you are unsuccessful in an attempt, you say that it was a fiasco. So your answer is failure. Next comes effigy. Okay. Any other answers? I think we are done with this. Fiasco is failure, right? Fiasco means when you are not successful at a venture or any attempt, and that too on a big level, on a large level. Okay. You might have heard the word debacle, setback. So these are there. These are the synonyms. Setback or debacle. Okay. Now, effigy. Have you heard this? The effigy was burnt. No, Tanish. Fiasco doesn't mean more like chaos. It means actually being unsuccessful, being a failure, not being able to succeed somewhere in some venture, in some project, in some event. When you're not able to have success, so it is said to be a fiasco. Fiasco is failure. Okay, effigy, have you heard? They burned the effigy of the political leader. Effigy, organ. No, please once again check it. It's not organ, it's neither reflection nor imagery. It is dummy. You're talking about the image of somebody, or maybe, kind of an idol has been made, a very rough kind of an idol of a person, and it is burnt. In Hindi, you must have heard Putla Jalaya. Huh? Have you heard this somewhere in the news? When the people are unhappy with the politics, with the political leaders, with the setup, with the admin, with the administration, so what do they do? Putla jalate hai na? You must have heard somewhere. Yes, Purvasa, right? So effigy is dummy, dummy, dummy. Okay, something like that, and then it is put on fire, right? Yes. Now you can relate it, Tanish, effigy. So now what words we did? We did infamy. Infamy means infamous, means being notorious. Notoriety is a noun. Then gruesome, which means hideous, ugly, horrible. Then temerity, which means audacity, to be bold and courageous, but in a very useless kind of a manner. Then we have parsimony, which means miserliness, not spending enough. Then fiasco, which means failure. And then in the end, we did effigy, which means dummy, right? Now let's take up some other exercises. So good, you are participating. I am happy to note that you are participating, and some of you are even sending me the heart emojis. Thank you so much. Thank you. Now we are going to do synonyms in context. Means you have a sentence, maybe you have a short paragraph. In the exam, you may get a very small paragraph, and in the context, you have to identify which might be the correct word, which might be the synonym. Synonym means similar in meaning, right? So let's have a look now. Synonyms in context. The changes in contemporary lifestyle. Contemporary means which is going on as per the in the given time, in the currency of events. That is called contemporary. The changes in contemporary lifestyle are being described as outrageous by the older generation. This is a full stop, please. This is a full stop. The sentence has got completed here. So the changes in contemporary lifestyle are being described as outrageous by the older generation. So older generation is viewing things which are happening in our daily life, of course, by the youngsters, by the young generation, and how are they being described, right? How is the older generation describing these changes which have come up in the day-to-day modern life? Here, contemporary also means modern. Okay, so is it enraging? Enraging has come from the word rage. Okay, rage means anger. Yes, very good. It is shameful. Yes, great. Kushi, shameful. Tanish, it can't be enraging because here it means anger. You may be right in thinking that they might be angry, but it doesn't fit in the part of speech. है ना? That is why. Okay, now horrible, no. Dreadful, no. Dreadful is related to darna. Horrible, dreadful, more, better, the word which comes closer in the meaning would be shameful. Shameful, they consider it shameful. Okay? Because the changes which are come up, probably they are not happy, they are not satisfied, and so they are shameful. They don't like it. Okay? Next comes the sentence, a balance. Let's do sentence number two. A balanced piece of writing should never digress. Now, what is to digress? From the subject matter. Now, digress, I was about to say away from. You would have got the clue. Digress is moving away, taking some other direction. We teachers have this habit of digression. Sometimes it happens. We get into the flow of the things which are happening, and instead of teaching, yes, very good, deviate. We talk about other things, and that is sometimes very important also because the student, after all, is a human being, right? Okay, so deviate is the answer. Deviation, है ना? To go away from, deviate. Yes, Khushi, correct. Correct, Vamsi. Tamish, very good. Yes, Aziman, great. So deviate is the answer. It is not expatiate, it is not perorate, it is not develop. Deviate is the answer. Perorate is related to a speech. है ना? Suppose you have given a speech and in the end you want to conclude the things. That is. And expatriate is more so related to harangue. And talk about somebody else in a negative way, in a very loud voice, in a bombastic words, something like that. Okay, so that can be termed expatriate. Perorate means to repeat something after the speech is over. You are repeating something. Perorate. Repeat the points which were spoken in the speech. Recapitulate in the speech. You can relate it with the bird parrot because it sounds similar. Parrot, perorate. Afterwards, the repetition is going on. And expatiate is to talk about others in a very negative way, castigating them in a very harsh, negative way. You might have heard the word harangue. You might have seen the politicians do this. They talk in bombastic words and generally they talk about others in an ill manner. This is what I'm trying to say. Yeah. Okay, Tanish. Very good. Look at sentence number C. The mountain air among the north has proved salubrious for the people selected there. I think the word should be here settled, right? This has to be settled. Okay. So the people who are living there, the mountain air among the north has more than pleasant. Aziman, more than pleasant. You have virulent, you have pleasant, you have wholesome, you have toxic. You can simply, rule out toxic and virulent. But why not to take wholesome? Wholesome is the answer, not virulent. Your answer option is wholesome. Virulent gives a negative connotation, which cannot be used here because he is talking about something, they are, it seems that they are enjoying that. It gives a good, healthy kind of a feeling to the people. So it is wholesome. Like you talk about wholesome food, nutritious food. So in this way, talking about wholesome, which promotes good health, right? Wholesome promotes good health. So it's not only a pleasant, it's not toxic, and virulent also has a negative connotation. So it promotes good health. So which all words have we done? Outrageous, which is shameful, then digress, which is to deviate, and then salubrious, which means wholesome. Okay? Okay, so let's move ahead. Let's take up some more words. Okay, look at this now. I'm sure this will be very easily done by all my champions. The hall reverberated with applause from the audience when the performance ended. Applause. What is applause? Applause is to praise somebody, तारीफ करना, praise, to be full of praise. So the hall reverberated. Have you heard this? गूंज उठा. तालियों की गड़गड़ाहट से गूंज उठा. Okay, yes, resounded. Yes. Any other answer? What about the others? Yes, Vamsi. Very good. Tanish not rebounded. Pay attention here, please. Answer is resound. Resound, and resounding, gunjana, echo. Okay, now replied you can easily rule out. Reflected you can rule out. Coming to rebound. Rebound is, something repeating itself, just to, you might have heard of people who fell in love, then who had a breakup, and then now they have, indulged in other relationship just on the rebound. Okay, rebound. That is the meaning, Tanish. Yes, Azim, it has to be resounded. Resounded, applause. I gave you this in Hindi. तालियों की गड़गड़ाहट से सारा हॉल गूंज उठा. Resounded, not rebounded. Rebound, you get the meaning, rebound? I had given you this example. Can you connect with rebound? Okay, great. Now, next, after being caught committing forgery, the man was incarcerated. Now, what is forgery? Forgery, any idea? Forgery? It is a dishonest practice. है ना? It's a crime. So it has a negative connotation. Okay, it's a crime. So now, after someone was caught red-handed somewhere, okay, so what would be the answer? It has to be after arrested, what happened? Yes, you are close to it. Chori, okay. Theft, maybe. Yes, Khushi, maybe. But then after arrested, what might have happened? He was imprisoned. Incarcerated means to put behind the bars, to put behind in the prison, to take as a captivate. I mean, to take as a captive. Correct. Yes, Vamsi, making false documents is forgery. Yes, imprisoned is the answer. What is to pursue? Pursue is to follow. For example, you say, I am pursuing my M.Ed course. है ना? I am following B.Ed. I am following B.Tech from such and such university. I am pursuing, I mean to say. So I am taking up a course. Pursue is to follow. Restraint is to delimit somebody, not to allow. Restraint is the opposite of allow. Arrested and imprisoned, very correctly said. When you arrest, if you take the legal aspect, right? So the person is arrested, okay? But then a charge is put, then a fight takes place in the court of law. And after that, what happened? This was hard. Okay, so but try to reach, the actual answer. Okay, that is what, your test would be. But to find out the nuances of meaning, because incarcerated doesn't mean arrested alone. देखो अरेस्ट करने के बाद कोई छूट भी सकता है, right? But what about imprisonment? It has been announced, it has been declared that the person has to be put behind the bars. That is why the meaning comes imprisoned, to take as a captive. ठीक है भाई? See, the more you give attention, the more clear it will be, right? And this is what we are sitting here for. We have to dive deeper. We have to take a deep dive. Yes? Okay. So we did reverberated and we did incarcerated. And before that, what we did? We did outrageous and digress and salubrious. Okay. Now we are going to do antonyms. Antonyms, opposites. Great, Tanish. Okay, antonyms. Chastity. Chaste. What does chaste mean? Chaste means pure. Okay? Pure, which is unsoiled, which is unspoiled. That is chaste. So it cannot be injustice because okay, of course, chastity is a positive term and term and injustice is a negative one. But then we have to check the proper opposite. So it cannot be enlightened because again it goes towards that side. See, if you make two sides, no, side one, you take it, you keep it for negative, and side two, you keep it for positive, maybe. So what happens? You can put some words here and you can put some words there, but you want to match them. Yes, very correct. Grossness is the answer. Gross. Gross is something which is impure. You might have heard of the conduct. Gross disobedience, gross insubordination. Okay, yes, Azim, it has to be grossness. Gross insubordination, you might have heard. Okay, gross disobedience, you might have heard. Means that when you don't have that sort of polish, decency, right? So that is something which is gross. Okay, yes, Khushi. Now, inimical. Inimical again can be put here. It's a negative term which means an enemy. Here, I made two columns for you. So it is not celebrity, it is not speedy, radiant. What does inimical mean? Inimical means friendly. Come on, nobody gave me the answer, so I had to answer on your behalf. Okay, radiant means shining, bright, radiant, bright, shining. Answer is friendly. Yes, very good. Now you people are talking. Yes, very good. Inimical is friendly. Friendly is the answer. Great. Then next is mellifluous. Now mellifluous is related to sweetness of the sound, especially. And like honey. Actually, it has come from the word honey. Smooth and flowy and sweet. Have you seen the texture of honey? How smooth it is and how sweet it is. Needless to say that. है ना? So generally it is related to voice. If I say Shreya Ghoshal has a mellifluous voice, sweet voice, or उसका opposite, wow, Vamsi, wow, very good. I'm proud of you. Horse. Answer is horse. It is not horse. Neither it is hose nor house. Horse, है ना? Sometimes we have a hoarse voice also. कभी कभी होर्स आ जाती है वॉइस कैसे हो जाती है सपोज वी आर नॉट कीपिंग वेल है ना वी हैव अ सोर थ्रोट वी हैव हैड डिस्कम्फर्ट इन आवर थ्रोट वी हैड फीवर or maybe due to old age or maybe due to being very tired the voice becomes hoarse है ना भर्राई हुई आवाज मोटी आवाज आती है so that is hoarse so opposite of mellifluous is hoarse mellifluous को याद रखोगी ना हनी से Yes, good, very good. It's not mutual, it's not common, it's not contented. By the way, contented means, come on, quick answers. Contented means, contented means, come on. Contented means noted. No, contented means satisfied. Okay? You have to pay attention to the other words also. So chastity, opposite grossness, inimical, opposite friendly, mellifluous, opposite horse. What is closed? Satisfied. Yes, yes, satisfied. Next, avant-garde. Avant-garde. This can be related to the new technology. This can be related to, oh, I have already given you the answer. What could be the answer? We have to find out the opposite. Pay attention. What does boasting mean? Boasting means to speak highly of yourself. है ना? To boast about something, to exaggerate about your achievements, etc. What is rise up? Of course, it is a compound word, but it doesn't make sense here. There you are, Tanesh Mamzi, proud of you. Answer is old fashioned because avant-garde is up to date. है ना? It is related, as I said, to new technology, newness, novelty, something like that, especially in the field of technology. So that is avant-garde. So your answer is old fashioned. Great. Next is firmament. Come on, any poetry lovers? This word firmament is used many times by the poets. Yes, yes, Khushi. Firmament. Any idea what does firmament mean? Any guesses? Any wild guess? Can you take a wild guess? Okay, I'll rule out two options. You are closer. You are closer. Yes, yes, you are closer, both of you. It is not earth, it is not hill. Sky, yes. Sky is your answer. It means sky. Let's move further. Ephemeral. Ephemeral means two meanings are already there. Two words are already meaning words. Yes, Khushi. You cut polite, just rule out polite from here. Now you are left with three words. Okay? कोई lifeline दो ना? So temporary and temporal are the meanings. Okay? For a short time. Ephemeral means lasting for a short while. So you have got two synonyms here. You have got temporary, you have got temporal. So what is the answer? What is the answer? The answer is everlasting, permanent sort of a thing. So ephemeral means momentary, lasting for a short while. And what is its opposite? Everlasting. Yes, yes, great. Everlasting is the answer. Yes, Anjali. Next, impede. Impediment. Have you heard? Impede. Impede is to restrict, to stop. One meaning is stop. Another meaning is hinder. Like an obstacle, impediment. Of course, there are some impediments to the project. Means there are some rukawate, some obstacles. Impede is to stop, not to allow. Yes, answer is expedite. Answer is expedite. You are requested to kindly expedite the matter. Look into the matter and expedite. No, no, not insect. No, not insect is not the answer. Answer is expedite because impede relates to hindrance or relates to stopping. Rokna, obstacle. So answer is expedite. Answer is expedite. Expedite is to speed up. This means to speed up. You use this in formal language when you have to write applications. You are, um, yes, you are putting in some application, some request there in the municipal corporation or some other to some other officer you are trying to make. So you sometimes say expedite, or sometimes the instructions come, that the particular process has to be expedited, means it has to be speeded up so that it gets finished quickly. So avant-garde, firmament, ephemeral, impede. We have done their opposites also, right? Shall we move ahead? Parsimonious, this word just now it had come, parsimony. So parsimonious, you have to find the opposite. Remember, I found some students, they tell me that they meet me and they tell me they couldn't see the word due to oversight, due to being in a state of panic in the exam, and they don't look at the proper question. I mean the question stem. One has to look at the question stem. Don't jump at the conclusions. Don't jump at the options. Yes, Anjali. Expedite is done. Yes. Tanish. Yes. Generous. Answer is generous. Generous is large-hearted. The one who spends happily. Selfish is the meaning. To some extent, you can say. Yes. Yes. To some extent, you can correlate. Yes. Generous is the answer. It's not religious. It's not hereditary. Not even selfish. It is generous. Okay, now coming to this, this is the posture of the body, the position of the body, supine. So I've given you, it is the posture of the body. So can you rule out superior? Can you rule out painful? Okay, how did you guess it, Tanish? Lupine actually relates to wolf, like a wolf. Lupine is related to a wolf. It has to be prostrate. Yes. See what happens when you are supine. So your back, you are lying on the back, right? You are lying on the back. Vamsi, lupine is related to something which is wolf-like. So when you say supine means you are lying on your back. No, it doesn't make a connection. It may rhyme, supine, lupine, it may be rhyming, but it is not the antonym. The antonym is prostrate. In prostrate, what happens? You lie on your belly. है ना? पेट के बल आप लेट जाते हैं. Have you seen some people, they offer namaskaras to the god in the temples and they prostrate, they lie down in front of the deity, in front of the god or the goddess, they totally lie down on the floor. Have you seen such people? Did they pay their respects to the god? That is prostrate. Answer is prostrate. Lying on your means face down. You're lying, but your face is down. So look at the difference. This is lying on your back, your face is up, moving, facing up. And here what happens? Your face is down. Yes. I hope you can imagine, you can almost visualize. Right. So parsimonious, opposite, generous, and supine, opposite, prostrate. Prostrate to fall flat. But your face is down. And there what happens? Your face is up. Okay. Let's move ahead. Great response. I'm delighted to see how interested you people are. Next. Now, we are also getting, sometimes once in a while, we also get a glimpse of the foreign words. So let's have a look at the foreign words, right? Lingua franca means a common language. We'll hurriedly do this. Lingua franca means a common language. There may be many different languages, but the one language in which the people communicate with each other, that is called lingua franca. Then per capita. Per capita means per head. You might have heard, you might have read per capita income of the country. Okay, so it means per head. What are we counting there actually? Per head, per person. Okay, then ab initio means from the very beginning. Initio, how can you relate it? Initial. Initial means start, from the start. So ab initio is means from the very beginning. Then we have sine die. Sine die. It has to be pronounced as sine die. Now some people may pronounce it in a different manner, but doesn't matter. But it means without an appointed day. Sine die means on any day. When a particular day has not been fixed for some event or some happening, then that particular day without an appointed day, it is called sine die. Then you have de jure. De jure is the jury. The jury. Then you have de facto. De facto is in fact. Means maybe, somebody is the head of an institution, maybe, or a company, maybe. Just for the sake of, you can say just for the sake of documents or signatures or something. But somebody is a real, in fact, somebody who is ruling or somebody is taking care. So that is called in fact, de facto. De facto means actually, in fact. In fact, who's taking care? Maybe somebody else. Person A is just the head in the name, but person B is actually ruling, is actually taking care of the administration. De facto is in fact. So we have done lingua franca, per capita, ab initio, sine die, de jure, and de facto. Some more words. Esprit de corps. This E will not come here. Corpse. Esprit de corps means to have a good. Just now we had done this feeling of, to be convivial, to be in a feeling of harmony, right? Camaraderie. So this is the meaning, camaraderie. When you feel, good companionship, when you are in a group and you are happy in that group, that is called camaraderie. When I say we, me and my sister, or me and my colleague share an excellent camaraderie, share an excellent camaraderie means we are happy in each other's company. We get along well. So that feeling is called esprit de corps. Corpse means here collection. It doesn't mean dead body. It means collection of human beings. Okay. Et al. Et al means and other. And other. This is a short form. Maybe you can relate it in this manner. Et and other. Then Eureka. Eureka is I found it. Does anybody remember the historical background of this word, Eureka? Does anybody remember Archimedes, the scientist? He had found out the Archimedes principle. For many days, he had been working hard to arrive at the proper rule, the proper law. And once he was in the bathtub, yes, you remember. Okay. And then he suddenly it struck him. What was that rule? You must have done in physics somewhere, maybe in ninth or in 11th or in 10th, maybe. So that is a rule which relates to the water, the displacement of water. We'll not go into details because this is not a science class. So he was so happy that he came out of the bathtub and he went running to the king and he said, Eureka, Eureka, I found it. Eureka, I found it. So how can you relate? I mean, how do you have the visualization? Eureka, you can, relate it with euphoria. Euphoria. Euphoria is to be very happy about something, right? To be very exultant, very happy. So, Eureka is I have found it. Then euthanasia. Euthanasia. Here, if I just break this word, Than, Than is the god of death. This is the root word, god of death. And it means peaceful and painless death. There are some people who are, yes, that's the rule, buoyancy. Great, great, Vamsi. Good that you recalled it. Okay. So, euthanasia, peaceful and painless death. In other words, you can call it mercy killing. In some countries, it is, permitted. That if a patient is suffering inconsolably, means he is not going to recover and he is suffering without any chance of recovery, there's no hope. So he himself or his near and dear ones, they apply and they get the permission. And then this person who is suffering, who is not going to be cured, gets a peaceful death. So this is also called mercy killing, as I said. But in India, it is not, it is prohibited, right? We don't follow it in our country. Euthanasia. So from where has it come? Please pay attention to these two words. Than means the god of death, and you, eu, something means good. This is a prefix root word which means good. For example, euphemism. For example, eulogy. Eu means good. For example, eudicologne, right? Then faux pas. Now, this is pronounced as faux pas. This is not fox pass. This is pronounced as faux pas, which means a social error, a blunder. Somebody says something, in the society, and then other, which is not gentlemanly, and he makes an error. He commits a mistake, and so it is considered a faux pas. So it is a social blunder. It is an error. Okay, Tanish. Then harakiri. This is a Japanese word. This is ritual suicide. What are those people called who fight, uh, in Japan? Sumos. What are they called? Sumos. The warriors, the people who fight, and then if they face disgrace, if they don't win the fight, so what do? They kill themselves with the help of a dagger. They slice open their stomachs. That is called harakiri. In one way, you can understand it as it is written, it is a suicide. Killing oneself, taking one's own life. That is harakiri. Samurai. Yes, yes. Samurai. Yes, yes. So it is not sumo, then it has to be samurai, means the warriors. Yes, warriors of Japan. True, true, very true. So we have done Esprit de Corps, Etel, Eureka, Euthanasia, Faux Harakiri. Ritual suicide, this is a Japanese word. So from Japanese also we have taken, many words in our English language. We have taken from German, we have taken from French, we have taken from Latin, many, even we have taken from Sanskrit. French especially, you will find that, around 1500 words have been taken, and that too in the courtroom language. Just for your information. Okay, let's move ahead now. We are doing antonyms in context now, right? Okay. He glanced through the letter perfunctorily. Glanced through the letter. How did he glance through the letter? Was he serious? Did he pay attention? Did he look at it with care, with consideration? Come on, any idea? Any entries? I'm waiting for your answers. He glanced through the letter perfunctorily. Perfunctory means something which is routine, which is done on a daily basis. So we don't, generally pay attention to these things. Perfunctory means just for routine. Yes, very good, Kushi. Answer is carefully. We are finding the opposite. Carefully is the answer. Correct. Here, one meaning has been given. This indifferently is a meaning. This is a synonym. Indifferent. You are indifferent means you are not bothered. Okay. So just doing it in routine manner without actually paying attention to it. It's not nicely, it's not impassively, it's not indifferently, it is carefully. Opposite. Yes. Next, a man of few words. Man of few words. He is given to laconic answers. Laconic, terse, to the point, succinct, brief. What should be the opposite? You find some synonyms here. Can you rule this out very quickly? This one as well. Yes. Lingering is, of course, useless here. It has no context. Answer is copious. Copious is a huge amount, है ना? And no, dear, lingering means to wait there unnecessarily. To linger means to wait there without any rhyme or reason. Not ready to leave the place, to be lingering, है ना? To wait there. Or you can use it in this manner also. The lingering perfume, when somebody came, somebody entered, he or she was wearing perfume and then he went away. So still it remained there. It remained to remain somewhere. That is lingering. Answer is copious. Copious means ample. Copious using ample number of words. Opposite to laconic. Laconic is terse. Laconic is brief. Copious is opposite. Copious. We have copious amounts of material, study material. We have copious amounts of worksheets. Copious means too many, a large number of. Next, you are requested to show clemency to the defeated enemy. Clemency, clement is being kind. Mercy. Now, can you guess the answer? Can you answer? Clemency is showing mercy to the opponents, to the defeated enemy. Okay, yes, yes, Aryan. Carelessness. Carelessness when means when you are not bothered. This word we have done just now here, indifferent. Indifferent, है ना? मुझे फर्क नहीं पड़ता. Something like this. Carelessness. Yes, Tanish. Yes, Khushi. Yes, Vamsi. Great. Carelessness. It is not mercy. It is not leniency. It is not kindness. It is carelessness. So, and one more opposite is also there for clemency. You can add here in and then also the opposite, it turns into an opposite. But since it is not given and it would have been quite straightforward, so we have not. Yes, Anjali. Yes, Azim. Yes. There are no permanent adversaries in politics. Now, who is an adversary? Adverse, adverse situation. Adverse is something opposite. Come on, I have given you the clue. Adversaries means those who are opposite to you, those who oppose you. Opponent. What should be the answer? Supporters. Well said, Aryan. The answer has to be supporters, not enemies, not collaborators, not vigilante. Vigilante are the people who are in a group uh, wherein they are talking about vigilance, something related to vigilance. The committee. Okay, yes, yes. Answer is supporters. Opposite of adversary is the this one, supporter. How dare you desecrate an idol of this temple? Desecrate. Look at this root word D. DE, opposite of, right? So what have they done to the idol of the temple? This year, I mean 2024, in the month of January, we spoke, we heard, we listened, we read a lot about the consecration. Remember? Ram Mandir, Sri Ram Temple in Ayodhya. So what had we noted? Consecration? Yes. Yes, so consecration is opposite of desecrate. And here what will be the answer? It will not be defile, it will not be pollute, it will not be defy. Defy means again to make a god, but then here already the god is there. So here you are making you sanctified. Sanctify. है ना? So you are giving piety, you are giving piousness to it. How do you do that? You offer flowers maybe, okay? You perform the puja, you perform the arti, maybe, okay? So in this way, sanctify. Yes, Preetham. D is the answer, sanctify. Sanctity of the place. है ना? Pavitrata in Hindi it is called. Piousness or piety. So desecrate is to spoil that. Maybe you throw something, bad over there. Somebody does that out of ill will, ill feelings, okay? And he puts something, which is ugly, which is not a good thing to place in front of the god. So that is called desecrating, or maybe to break it, okay, or to keep impure things over there which are not considered auspicious. I hope you get the point. So desecrate opposite sanctify. By the way, if you have visited the temple, what is that place called in which the deity is placed? If you have visited the temple and where the Shivalinga is there, or the goddess is placed, or the god is placed, what is that called? Anybody, it is related to this sanctity. I've given you the clue. In Hindi, it is called Garbhagriha. Anybody? It is called Sanctum Sanctorum. Ever heard it? Sanctum Sanctorum. No, Akshita, it is not sanctorium. The complete word, I'll tell you like this. It is a phrase. It is written like this. Sanctum Sanctorum. So what does it mean? It means the innermost part of the temple, innermost portion where the deity is placed. Okay. Sanctum Sanctorum. The deity is placed there and where you go and offer worship. Right? In you might have seen in the big temples, in the the well-known temples, the common people cannot even go in. Yes, I have spelled it already. Sanctum Sanctorum. I have written there. Sanctum sanctum and then sanctorum. Sanctorum. Sanctum Sanctorum. So it has come from sanctify or sanctity, piousness. So in your house also, in your home also, wherever you offer worship, है ना? Wherever you place the deity, in any community whatsoever, that doesn't matter. So you keep that, portion, you keep that place dirt free, neat and clean, isn't it? So this is the meaning. Desecrate is to just the opposite of that, keeping it neat and clean. And then consecration, we had done it in the start of this year, January 2024, consecration of the idol of Lord Sri Rama in Ayodhya. Okay. Okay, let's move ahead now. Let's take up some more words. Now we are going to do fill in the blanks. And what happens in this question? Both the blanks have to be, simultaneously the phrase or the group of words, if there are three blanks or four blanks, so they have to. So if suppose you are able to take up one clearly, correctly, then you don't have to bother much about the second one. But if you are not able to fill in the first one, then you'll have to go with the second one. You'll have to check. Okay. Any answer? Okay. Yes. Any other? Yes. Navita was not bothered by the criticism and paid no attention even when her best friend talked against her. Now, here, if you pay attention to this word threatened, you can feel that it might fit in here, but this warning word will not fit in here. Paid no warning, it will not fit in. Okay. Navita was not troubled. This can come here, but and paid no mind. This is wrong. Paid no mind is wrong. Okay. Navita was not deterred by the criticism and paid no heed. So we also use this pay heed. है ना? Heed, to pay heed means to take notice. Okay, you have done the second one as well. Very good, you are doing very fast. Answer is bothered and attention. Navita was not bothered by the criticism and paid no attention even when her best friend talked against her. Next, would not permit, skeptics would not accept, yes, accept revolves. Great. Skeptics would not accept that the earth actually moves, let alone that it revolves around the sun. Yes. Who are skeptics? The one who are doubtful, especially when you talk about religion. So the people who don't believe, you know, permit and orbit. Why permit an orbit? See, skeptics would not permit that that the Earth actually moves, let alone that it orbits around the sun. Better than orbit, you get the word revolve. Revolving is, going around in this manner. Yes, Akshita, heed would have come here. Very true. Heed, to pay attention. But then deterred will not be a suitable word here. Deterred will not be a suitable word. That is why. Otherwise, heed gives the same meaning as attention. But you cannot have, would not permit, except. There is no question of giving permission, but accepting. Assume. It is not experience circles. It is not assume went. Great, great, great. Take up the next one. Football evokes a dash response in India compared to cricket that almost dashed the nation. Okay, pay attention here. You find some sort of transition here. Pay attention. Home says it is D. Check once again. Vamsi says it is B. Okay, let's have a look. Khushi says B. Okay, Pritam, Azim. Okay. Now, what does tepid mean? Tepid means lukewarm. है ना? I drank a cup of tepid water to relieve my throat, to relieve my cold. Sorry, lukewarm, right? Lukewarm is which does not give you any sort of energy. Lukewarm response. Okay. Now here, football evokes a tepid response in India compared to cricket. That almost boiling the nation, that almost boiling will not go. Part of speech does not match here. Okay. Now you look at this turbid. Turbid means something which is not clear. Evokes a turbid response that almost fascinating. No, again, this is a wrong part of a speech. Apocryphal is something which is away. Apo means away, away from the given, religious tenement. Okay, something which has been given already, something which has been laid down, the belief or the principle. Yes, Tanish, B is close. Answer is B only. Why? Because here he is talking about cricket that almost electrifies the nation. It is cricket which electrifies. So the verb part has been taken in very correctly here. The second, if you look at this, that is why, right? So football evokes a lukewarm. You could have easily written tepid here, but then boiling will not be here the answer. But as compared to boiling, I mean, as compared to the first one, you find here in lukewarm is also correct, lukewarm response, and then you have here electrifies. Electrifies means very, very energetic, right? Full of enthusiasm. That is something which electrifies you. Of course, it is minimal. So that is what the sentence is saying, that football gives a minimal response as compared to cricket. People are not very much eager for football as compared to cricket, but cricket is something which sends the nation into a frenzy. So people are highly enthusiastic about cricket. That is what he is saying. Next, next one. Pritam, have you written A? I would suggest you review this. Okay, let's have a look. The law prohibits a person from felling. Felling means this is a verb which is not the past tense of fall. It is fell is to cut. What does it mean? Fell is to cut. a person from cutting a sandalwood tree, even if it grows on one's, है ना, please make this is an apostrophe S, grows on one's own land without prior permission from the government, as poor people cannot deal with the government, we are talking about the government, we're talking about the poor people. This legal provision, which legal provision? That they cannot cut, even if the tree is growing on their own land, they need permission. Okay. This legal provision leads to a rip roaring business. What is rip roaring? The one which is earning like anything, है ना? Handsomely. Handsomely means exorbitantly they are earning. Or you can say a huge business. Rip roaring is something which is huge. Now, it is a rip-roaring business for those who care neither for the nor the trees. So, which has come here dominating? Poor. And he's talking about the poor. As poor people cannot deal with the government, this legal here it has to be neither for the poor nor for the trees. It has to be. Now, coming to this one, touts. Tout. Who are these people? Touts, like middlemen. Touts are the middlemen. ओके, हम हिंदी में भी कई बार सुनते हैं ना, कमीशन एजेंट है, यू नो, द मिडलमैन, जो बीच में लोग काम करते हैं. सो आंसर इज डी. यस प्रीतम, यस खुशी एंड अदर्स, यस, बिकॉज इट इज टॉकिंग अबाउट द पुअर, नॉट अबाउट द रिच. एंड कैन यू इरेडिकेट द बी वन? ये हटा दिया था, वर यू एबल टू? Yes, your answer option is D, last option. Okay, let's move ahead. Okay, now look at this. Can you tell me quickly which two options can you eliminate fast? Okay, then now you know, Preetham, the meaning is a middleman. Bichauliya in Hindi. Bichauliya. Now you got the meaning. Okay, can you quickly rule out two options from this Eve sentence? Can you rule out C, or are you giving the answer C? First of all, rule out. This one will be wrong. This one will also be wrong. Look at it again. The head chief? No. The head chef. Chef means cook, right? Cook was annoyed to see a dash in the soup. Yes. But the answer, no, no, answer is not C, my dear. Once again, look, have a look. We have to look from either B or D. We have these two options. Manya. Okay, B is the answer you are saying. Yes, B is the answer. Very correct. Yes, Manya. Pallavi, just revisit your answer. Review this answer in the light of what I told you just now. See, either it has to be this one, B1, or it has to be D. Now, if you look, chef is common. It has to be chef here. Okay. Now, let's have a look at housefly. This is one single word, a kind of fly which you find. है ना? मक्खी. Housefly is मक्खी. And what does this mean? पहले house लिखा है और फिर fly लिखा है. This is a compound word, and that too there is no hyphen. So it cannot be called even a compound word. The compound word is coming properly in this one. जुड़े हुए हैं, या तो हाइफन होगा या तो उनको जुड़ा हुआ रहना पड़ेगा. दूर दूर नहीं रख सकते हैं ऐसे. Answer is B. Housefly has to be written in this manner. और housefly को हम ऐसे भी नहीं लिखते हैं. ओके, हाइफन कंफ्यूजिंग है. अभी क्लियर हुआ? अभी क्लियर हुआ? देखो, you might have heard white board आजकल, है ना? पहले we had black board. ठीक है, तो we did not write it like this, है ना? We join these two in this manner. ऐसे लिखते हैं. ठीक है, हम ऐसे नहीं लिखते हैं ब्लैक बोर्ड, द टीचर वॉज राइटिंग ऑन द ब्लैक बोर्ड विथ अ वाइट chalk, ऐसे नहीं लिखते हैं अजीम, ठीक है। सो इट हैज टू बी इन दिस मैनर, इट हैज टू बी कॉम्पैक्ट, एंड एज इट इज वी हैव रूल्ड आउट चीफ, तो चीफ हट गया, इन दो में से देखो, ठीक है। सो आपका आंसर है ये हाउस फ्लाई। थोड़ा सा है, थोड़ा सा जस्ट पे अटेंशन अ लिटिल एंड यू विल बी सॉर्टेड। थोड़े से नुआंसेस ऑफ लैंग्वेज को थोड़ा चेक करो, आई एम श्योर यू विल बी एबल टू, थोड़ा और ध्यान दो, ठीक है। And don't be in a hurry to answer. I know it is a test again of time. Yeah, rather I should say test against time. लेकिन फिर भी you have to get your answers correct, right? In the exam. Next, look at the next question. Now here you have to identify the part of a speech. Parts of a speech. Great, great, Azim. Great, good. Part of a speech. Noun, pronoun, verb, adjective, adverb, preposition, conjunction, interjection. Part of a speech you have to identify. चलो भाई। Okay, Tanish, Manya, you're talking about the A1, right? These people reside. Reside means to live in a tiny clustered village above the stream of water. How many of you say preposition? No, Manya, it is not a noun. These people reside in a tiny clustered village above. So this above is actually not preposition, it is the adverb. Why? Why is the adverb? It's not the noun, Kushi. See, noun, how do you find out when you say what? And it's the name of a person, place, animal, thing. You have been doing it, right? Since your childhood. No, it's not verb. Verb, see, you find this verb here. See is verb. Okay. Okay. I'm stuck here. My students have gone ahead. Answer is adverb. These people reside. Reside is to live. Now, what is this doing? Above is giving you more information about live. Okay. No issues, Manya. It has to be adverb. Above the stream of water. So it is defining this verb reside. Where? Above. Now, the second one. I hope we are moving with the second one. In the daylight, a family begins making its way toward a cave at the foot of a mountain near the sea. Yes, yes. Yes, Kushi. It is noun. B is noun. Anybody else? Yes, Toto. Yes. Sorry, I couldn't see it earlier. Yes, it is noun. Noun. Toward a cave. See, a is written here. Determiner. I'm sorry, article. Indefinite article, you can find this a here, and it is also answering the question what. Whenever it is a noun, it has to answer the question what. For example, in the daylight, a family begins making its way toward where? Toward what? Toward what? You get the answer, a cave. So it is a noun, correct. Now the C one, a couple of months earlier, I had slipped in a tub. What is the answer? Answer is C, verb. Very good, Preetham. Yes, and all the others, those who have written. Suffered a concussion and triggered my first episode of major depression. Yes, Anjali, what is your answer for C? Coming to the, okay. D, Egypt. A nation of 105 million people is currently facing a historic, historic debt crisis barely noticed by the West. Historic here is adjective. Yes, yes, Preetham, it is adjective because it is talking about the debt. The debt is the debt crisis or the debt here is the noun. And what is this? This is giving it its quality. Okay. Historic debt. What kind of debt? Historic. So something, some word which gives more definition, which gives us more information, which modifies a noun is called an adjective. So this is your adjective. Yes, Azim. Okay, can anybody tell me what is this concussion? Anybody? What is this concussion? Anyone? Suffered a concussion and triggered my first episode of major depression. What is concussion? Anyone? A problem. Correct, correct. It's a kind of a shock. But what part of his speech is this? Is it a noun or a pronoun or a verb or an adjective? What is it? Concussion. I'm asking you the part of his speech. I'm not asking the meaning. I'm not asking the meaning, Madhusudan. Yes, you are right. It is a kind of a shock. But what is it? What part of his speech is this? Come on. Last 2 seconds. Is it a verb? Is it a noun? Is it an adjective? What is it? Yes, yes, there you are. It's a noun. See, it is not pronoun, dear. It is not pronoun. Pronoun is a word which is used in place of the noun, right? Your he, she, it, they, we. These are pronouns. This is a noun, name. Okay? Okay, next. Now, look at this one. E. There you are. Yes, yes, Toto and everyone else. It is a conjunction. Yet in recent years, calls for an end to no-fault divorce have recently been made by some prominent Republicans. Yes, it is conjunction. Probably there was a clause before this, okay? Some other sentence, and it has been connected in this manner because it is a long clause. Next, those who accuse them, yes, F is, yes, yes, Azim, it is a preposition. Those who accuse them of aggression are, I suspect, anxious to avoid strenuous public examination of their beliefs. It is a preposition. Of is a preposition. Yes, Soham. Yes, correct. Okay. G. Astronomers have long sought to unravel. Unravel means to uncover the mysteries concealed within its shimmering arms. Yes, yes, Preetham, it is pronoun. It's okay. Alas, the nation has lost its noblest son. The last one, H. Alas, it is interjection. Yes, Preetham and others. Who else has written this? Yes, it is interjection. Alas, wow, bravo. You must have seen this mark of exclamation. A sudden feeling is interjection. Yes, interjection, Tanish. Yes, good. Yes, Toto, very good. Khushi, everyone, so hum. It is interjection. A sudden feeling. Okay, next. Sentence correction. Here I have not put it into slots, putting A, B, C, D or slash. You read the sentence carefully and just write in wherein the problem is. Just notify wherein do you think is the issue. What is wrong there? Just note it down. Okay. This is apostrophe S, comma is there. The reason for her preachiness was that I had just ordered one of the world's most expensive coffee. Worlds, I have already made a change. Pritam, it is worlds. This is an apostrophe S. I had just ordered. Please review this. Go through the sentence once again. Let me give you a hint. The answer is at the last part, in the latter half of the sentence. Therein, there lies the mistake. No, it may depend on the tense, and it may depend on the context. I had should be not necessarily I have, because already see the sentence is talking about was, so this is the past tense. So I had just is past perfect. So it can go like this, Khushi. There's no harm. I said it is at the fag end. Last में है. Come on, one, two, three, four. Any answer? और आगे बढ़ो, और आगे बढ़ो. Most भी ठीक है. Yes, Manya, you are trying. I am happy to see that. Ordered should be ordered. Nahi, I had just ordered. It is correct. Past perfect tense. I had just ordered one of the world's most expensive coffees. ये देखो, one of the. When you say one of the noun has to be plural. No, it can come with one of the world's most expensive coffees. Most expensive coffees, maybe there are five. Okay, one of those. अब ठीक लग रहा है? Look at this. One of my friends. Yesterday I met one of my friends. You missed that, Manya. No issues. Pay utmost attention. One of my teachers, one of my students has settled in Dubai. He called me yesterday. One of my old relatives is very sick, very unwell. Okay. So one of takes the plural form here in the noun. I've given you these examples. Rest all is correct here. Yes, Toto. I like that emoji. What does it mean? Happiness? Enthusiasm? Okay. Look at the second one, B. Of course, you can prepare Yamini. Yes, you can go do through these exercises which I am taking up and take up basic things, one or two previous year papers that should do. Okay, you were shocked. No issues. बड़े बड़े देशों में ऐसी छोटी छोटी बातें होती रहती हैं, है ना? Okay. So everybody is saying replace, है ना? Compound word बोल रहे हो? अच्छा, इसमें देखते हैं. She liked the wallpaper in her room, but her mother insisted. Insist takes the preposition on. Insist takes the preposition on. Insisted on replacing it with paint. कंपाउंड वर्ड का मिस्टेक नहीं है, यहाँ पे मिस्टेक इज ऑफ preposition. Got it? She liked the wallpaper in her room, but her mother insisted on replacing it with paint. Now, besides criticism of some heads, CEO still commands respect from employees. The CEO should come where? What should be the answer? CEO. No issues. होती रहती हैं बड़े बड़े देशों में. लेकिन you have to now start looking at these things in such a way that you make minimum number of mistakes. है ना? Zero error policy के साथ चलो. Come on, C को कौन बताएगा? Besides criticism of some heads, CEO still commands respect from employees. The CEO. Okay? I make it like this, the CEO. What about this part, this clause? Besides criticism of is correct? Come on, should it be from? The CEO, I agree. But any other mistake do you find? From some heads. The criticism comes from the people. Yes, yes, Preetam. Okay. D. Come on, don't miss this. Manya and others. Soham. Yes, don't miss this D1. It's a long sentence, but the answer is very easy, very small. You know it. I'm sure you know it. Where do you want to add and an observer? Here. This is one and the same person. His. Okay. So we cannot put two articles. If you put two articles, then it will be two different people. This is one and the same person. So there is no need of putting an article here. His skills, his skills as a naturalist and observer of wildlife. Come on, makes him or make him? Could you spot it now? I have already underlined the important words. Ah, yes, Toto. Oh my God. It is not an observer. It has to be a naturalist, one and the same person. A naturalist and observer, one and the same person. It has to be make subject verb agreement, subject verb concord. Yes. His skills make him an important figure for anyone who is interested in India's natural heritage. How could you miss it out? Nevertheless, be very observant. Okay. I cannot begin to describe How much books I have read in the past whole year? Come on, my champions. E. No, see, when you use a plural, I mean, when your noun is singular, then the verb takes S or ES, है ना? When the noun is singular. Yes, yes, good, good, everyone. But when the noun is plural, so the verb does not take S or ES. They go to the market, right? We write a letter. The students sing a song. So here what is written? His skills. This is plural, so it has to be make him. Great, everyone. I've seen your answers. I cannot begin to describe how many books I have read in the past whole year. Yes. So this is related to much and many. Simple concept. When you have a countable noun, you have to use many. But when you have an uncountable noun, then you have to use much. There was not much milk left in the fridge. Much is used for uncountable. Great. Glad that you understood it. I'm happy, Toto. Great. So all you need is Yamini polishing the things which you already know. I'm sure you know these things, but then you need to go into more detail. You need to get into the depth of the things. Okay? Let's move ahead. Now, you're doing figures of speech. Figures of speech, which are also called poetic devices. You do get a question or two on this in your SNAP, in your NMAT, even in, yes. Okay, thank you. It was good. Yes. But my students are equally good. Rather, they are better. They are better. My students are much, much better. Okay. A pilot has a fear of heights. What does it show? Is it a simile? There you are. It's an irony. It's an irony. What should be and what is? There's a lot of discrepancy between the two, isn't it? So that gap, that discrepancy, it is suggestive of irony. Very good. Yes, Soham. Next, here is the smell of blood still. All the perfumes of Arabia will not sweeten this little hand. What is the answer for two? Is it transferred epithet? Is it irony? Is it a hyperbole or is it euphemism? Yes, Toto, correct. This is hyperbole. Hyperbole, you are exaggerating. She says, Lady Macbeth says that all the perfumes of Arabia will not sweeten this little hand because this hand is full of blood. It is reeking of blood. है ना खराब smell आ रही है. All the perfumes of Arabia. Exaggeration. It is hyperbole. It is not euphemism. Euphemism is when you give some good attribute, you talk about something which is offensive, in a more palatable way. You talk about something in a better way. For example, somebody passes away. I mean, when somebody dies, so what do you say? He passed away, he kicked the bucket, he met with his soul, है ना? He is in the holy feet of the Almighty. In this way, you say. Okay. Third one, cute cats cooking carrots. Come on, yes, yes, Azim. It is alliteration. Look at the k sound. K, 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 k. It is alliteration. Same sound. Okay. Next. What is the fourth one? Yes, Tanish, it is onomatopoeia. The bacon sizzled in the pan, sizzling. How many times you have sat in the restaurant, you ordered a sizzler, and it was still making the sound when it came to your table, sizzling. Just as you have hiss, the snake was hissing, the bees buzzing sound, the bees were making a buzzing sound. So the sound is given the name, right? That is called onomatopoeia. So the bacon sizzled in the pan. Answer is onomatopoeia. Fifth one, oh solitude. Have you answered the fifth one? Yes. Yes, Tanish, it is apostrophe. Very good. You're talking about someone who is not actually present there. It used to happen in the old Greek plays that you are on the stage and you are trying to find that person out. You are naming that person who is not actually present there. So what you are doing, you are going away from the people who are there on the stage, the co-actors, the other actors who are there on the stage, and you are moving away. Apo means away, okay? And then you are calling out somebody who is actually not present there. So this is apostrophe. Now sixth is yes, yes. Sai Kiran, please pay attention. It is understatement. There was a flood in the town. It must have rained a bit. There was a flood. There was a deluge. Oh my God. And it must have just rained a little only. No, no. It is an understatement. It must have rained. So understatement means when you are not exaggerating, just the opposite of exaggeration we did just now. It's just the opposite. Okay, Sai Kiran. It is not oxymoron. No Azim, no Toto. It is not oxymoron. Oxymoron means when two opposite things come together, like sweet sorrow, living dead. That is oxymoron. Painful pleasure. Understood? Yes. So this is understatement, opposite of exaggeration. Next. I'm happy, Sai. I'm happy. What is this one? Ha, but there's a slight difference. I'll explain you just now. Give me the answer for the seventh one. Answer for the seventh one. She wasn't unhappy with her new car. This is litotis. You might have seen people commenting, not bad. Suppose you strike a deal and say you will not regret it. Okay. So what happens in a litotis you find this not. Litotis you find this one not. Whereas an understatement you don't find not. This is a slight difference. Azim, you have to spot the slight difference. What is written here? She wasn't unhappy. Means she was happy. है ना? Was not unhappy. Yes, litotis means when you talk about something in the opposite manner, but you are using not. Suppose I say Not bad. Not bad means is equal to good. Suppose I say, you will not regret this. Suppose you have struck a deal and then you tell him, you will not regret this. Not regret this means you will be happy with this. This is litotes. In an understatement, you don't get a negative no or not. But in a litotes, you do get. Now, eighth one. Okay, take one more example of litotes. If I say this is not rocket science, yes, 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 very good. Yes, fine, yes. Don't put a question mark there. Speak with conviction. Yes, yes, it's a paradox. Here are the rules, ignore all the rules. The beginning is the end. This is the end, beginning of the end paradox. You must have done these paradoxes many times in RCs, I'm sure. Okay, what about this one, ninth one? Review it once again. Tanish, once again go through this. Yes, Azim, it's metaphor. Two roads diverge into woods. This is a metaphor. If you know that poem, he's not talking, the roads are not roads as such. They are the paths of life actually, right? In the poem, if you remember. So one goes in another, I mean, one part talks about something, which you reach in fast, but then it is wrong. And the other is you reach late, but then it is right. Something like that. It is a metaphor. Yes. It is an indirect comparison. These roads are not simple roads, ordinary roads. These are the directions of life that one chooses. Oh, take up the 10th one. No, it is not stopping. Yes, yes, it is stopping by the woods. Yes, Toto, you are correct. See, Tanish, even if you don't have, you will have to think over. At least you can work on the elimination strategy in the exam. Now, see, when you talk about personification, I'll tell you simply in this manner. The flowers are smiling, okay? You will not have some other context there. So it won't be a metaphor. It will be simply giving human attributes to objects of nature or inanimate objects. Now here, if you take this example, two roads diverge. I'm going back here. Two roads diverge into woods. It is not apostrophe you can eliminate. It is not hyperbole. And how is it personification? Because diverging is not related to any human attribute. Okay? It has to be metaphor. Okay, yes. Yes. Yes, it is personification. The little town huddled. Huddle is to sit together. Huddle is to sit in groups. And to make a huddle means to sit close enough. So that can be done by the human beings. The human beings can sit together. Okay? Maybe they have less space, or maybe they are feeling cold, or maybe they are feeling scared, or maybe they want to discuss something. So they're all sitting close. So here it is written the little town huddled against the exposed cliff face. It is personification. Okay, 11th one. I want some more answers. Yes, yes, it is a simile. The baby's skin was like butter. Because here you get the direct comparison, like, as, wherever you get these like and as, that is a simile, simil, है ना? Similarity is there. You directly get the comparison. Yes, yes, very good. Great. So if you're happy, you can quickly give me a heart emoji or you can give me a fire emoji. If you guys feel that yes, it is making some sense. Yes, Soham. Okay. Hyperbole. Once again, check it. Just now you were talking about euphemism, Azim, and I told you that it is not euphemism. But this one is definitely a euphemism. You are telling me a fairy tale. You are telling me something, which is false. You're telling me a lie. झूठ बोल रहे हो. So this is euphemism because you directly cannot say to the person's face that you are speaking a lie. You are not telling me the truth. So what is this person saying? You are telling me a fairy tale. Thank you, Tanish. You're telling me a fairy tale. Fairy tale means something, which is not based on reality. We have been reading fairy tales right since our childhood days, and we know that that does not happen in reality. Okay? So it has to be euphemism. Euphemism, as I told you, to replace, something which is offensive with something which is pleasant, pleasant to the ear. You remember, you is good, euphonic, pleasant sounding. Somebody is, passed away. I mean, somebody is no more. So what do you say? He is no more, and a rest in peace. वो ईश्वर के श्री चरणों में लीन हो गया. Something like that. You say like that. No, no, he's not actually telling him a fairy tale. He's taking him for a ride. He's telling him something, which is wrong or which is useless or maybe which is outright false. Okay? So this is a euphemism. Instead of saying a lie, if just sugar coated. Have you heard that word, sugar coated pill? Something like that. That is a euphemism. See, I'll just give you one example. Yes, thank you, Kushi. I'll just give you one example. If somebody says, if a child says he has to go to the washroom, so will he say what exactly has he to go do there? Okay, no issues, Tanish. I'll wait for you. Okay. So can you directly say, okay, that I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that in the washroom? No, you don't say that. You simply say, I want to take a bio break. Nowadays, a beautiful word has been coined, a phrase. I'll just go for I'll just refresh myself or freshen myself up. Something like that. I need to use the washroom. You don't say what you're actually doing there. It is not decent. It is not decent, right? So it is euphemism. Replacing offensive words with something which is more pleasant sounding. Okay, next. Okay, who's going to do this? Yes, grammar part is also coming up. Bio break? Yes, yes, Manya. Yes, it is antithesis, no doubt. That's one small step for a man, one small step for a man, one giant leap for mankind. It is antithesis, two opposite ideas. Take, for example, uh, art is long, life is short. This is an example of antithesis. This is antithesis. You are talking about two opposite things together. Hope for the best and prepare for the worst. Yes, Prakriti, we had done apostrophe just now. Apostrophe when we are talking about something or somebody who is not present there. Oh, solitude, where are thy charms? Oh, Romeo, Romeo, where art thou? Oh, death, do not be proud. These are the examples of apostrophe. Apostrophe doesn't mean that you are putting a comma here, है ना? That you are putting a here you want to show possession. No, that is not apostrophe. I'll quickly take you back and show you quickly. Otherwise, you can go back and see when the session gets over. I'll show you the apostrophe here very quickly. See this one, fifth one. O solitude, where are the charms that sages have seen in thy face? This we have done already. Remember? Great, great. So, O death, do not be proud. O Romeo, wherefore art thou? Okay, we were here. Antithesis, I hope it's clear. Better to reign in hell than to serve in heaven. Better to reign in hell than to serve in heaven. Milton's Paradise Lost? Yes. Now, what about the 14th one? Not really. See, you need to, go through these quickly. And one or two are there only where you will face a little problem, but you can always take into consideration the trick of elimination. Yes, 14th is synecdoche. Synecdoche. She had many hungry mouths to feed. So here what happens, you talk about a representation. I mean something which is representative. Suppose I say, do a quick head count. So am I only counting the heads? Sir mundi? No, I'm counting the whole person intact. Hungry mouths, correct. It is not only the mouth to be fed, it is a whole body, the whole person is there. So the mouth is the representative of the whole person, right? Of the whole unit. For example, if I say the pen is mightier than the sword, the pen is mightier than the sword. Okay, 15th have you answered? Yes, yes. 15th, we came, we saw, we conquered. This is anaphora. Repetition you find here. We. And then it slowly increases. We came, we saw, we conquered. It increases in intensity. What about the 16th one? Awake, arise, or be forever fallen. It is an allusion. Allusion means a reference. This is an allusion which was taken in Milton's Paradise Lost. Yes, 16th is an allusion. Reference. There is a reference to the Bible. Many times you find authors giving reference to the things which have taken place already, or maybe from Bible, from Mahabharata, from Puran, okay, from Quran. Sometimes they take references, they give you allusions. Okay, Khushi, yes, 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 it's an allusion. Okay, let's proceed. We'll quickly do these few questions of analogy and then we'll move with grammar. Time is to water. First of all, you have to identify the relationship, and then you have to find out the same relationship exists between the other two words or between the, I mean, among the pairs. Review this, Preetham. Bees live in hive. Kushi, you also review this. Everyone else, how do you define it, Kushi? Bees live in hive. Seeds are found in fruit. Okay, sign. Grains are kept in granary. But better than this, don't you find artery and blood because there is the similarity of flow also? Ha, Prakriti, in the case, it is raining cats and dogs means it is an exaggeration, which tells you that it's a heavily, it's raining very heavily. Then you say it is raining cats and dogs, it is an idiomatic phrase. Yes. Got it, Prakriti? So this has to be blood in artery. Blood flows in artery. What about the second one? First of all, identify the relationship. City and bucolic. What is bucolic? Bucolic is the countryside, the pleasures of the village, village life, countryside. So city and bucolic, city and village, that means they are not very close, they are not similar, they are different. Understand the words. What is this? Aquiline. Aquiline is a characteristic of eagles. Yes, yes, Toto. Aquiline. It is a characteristic of eagles. For example, you say she has an aquiline nose. Nose like that of an eagle's beak, है ना? Aquiline. Sharp. Yes, Toto. It is spendthrift, parsimonious. Yes. Parsimonious does not spend, okay, and spendthrift, very happy to spend. So these are opposites. What is the relationship? Yes. Okay, next. What about the next one? Pain is to bound. Bound is the past tense of bind. Why Nityam? Why do you think eyesight and spectacles? I mean, I just want to know what is the relationship that you have drawn? Why Khushi? Why book and read? Yes, Sai Kiran. Yes, Toto. Nityam, please review your answer. Yes, it has to be string and tie. You tie with the string. Yes, Vamsi. You bind with the chain. Similarly, you tie with the string. Next, Palestra Gymnasium. Is the next one. No, tie is not the past tense. Tied will be the past tense. T-I-E-D, tied. But when you have a look at the other relationships, you find that this one is the most suitable one. Okay. Now coming to Palestra and Gymnasium, these are similar. Why? Because in olden Greece, there used to be this palestria where the teaching and the practicing of gymnastics would take place. So it is same. Please review your answers. It is atelier and studio. Theater, amphitheater, there is a difference there. Theater is closed, amphitheater is open. That's the difference, slight difference. Nityam and others. See, Colosseum is again the stadium only. So it is not here sports or something like that. Games are played in Colosseum. The relationship is a little different. It is also amphitheater, right? Yes. Colosseum is the place where the games are played. Okay. Amphitheater and theater are different because theater is closed and amphitheater is open. Okay. Stadium and arena are also a little different. Okay. But then we want to find similar meaning. We want to find a synonym. So that is why the answer is atelier or studio because they are synonymous. That is why. Done? Got it? Good. Now take up the next one, turpitude. Great, Nityam. I'm happy. Turpitude versus morality. Now, turpitude is something which is vile. Yes, Toto, which sign is this? Amazement or wonder? You can understand it to be something which is related to immorality. Okay? So these are both opposites. These are opposites. Great. Yes, Preetam, proud of you. Yes. It is cupidity versus generosity. Generosity is being large-hearted, and cupidity is something, who is greedy for more. Yes. Of course, lax and overbearing have also, opposite kind of meanings, opposite connotations. But here you find that it is more direct, it is more straightforward. So this is more apt, this is more suitable. Okay, what about this last one? Petite versus mammoth. This mammoth word we had done just earlier in the starting few minutes. Okay, my God, Pritam, you are amazing. Yes, it is compact versus clumsy because petite is small in size, small in, yes, petite is small and mammoth is huge. So these are opposites. Yes, they are antonyms. So friend and acquaintance, avalanche and snow. Avalanche and snow have synonymical meanings, okay? And curious and yearning will not go with this. Your answer is compact versus clumsy. अच्छा गलत हो गया था कोई बात नहीं. You can, practice somewhat. I mean, in the few more days that are left, can give yourself a thorough practice. I'm sure you will be able to reach that. There are not more than 20 figures of speech, let me tell you. And the more important ones are 15. है ना, that we have done today. Try to find out some more examples. Okay, let's move ahead now. Spellings. Yes, spellings quickly. Adulteration, which is the correct one? First one, second, third, or fourth? Adulteration, milawat, where you do not retain the purity of things. Yes, very good. The first one, Adulteration, adulteration. What about the second one? Two answer is B, first double M, then single M. Commemorate. What about the third one? Heterogeneous? Yes. Three is A. Yes, Vamsi. What about the fourth one? Fourth is A2. Some people pronounce it as occasion. Have you heard them? Occasion. Occasion. O double C single S. The last one, variety. What about variety? Yes. C is the answer. Variety. 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 Yes, I. Yes. Good. Very good. Great. Yes, Azim. Okay, now. Grammar starts. Narration. Here you have to find out which one is the correct sentence. Grammatically correct. I have not taken questions. Questions I'll be taking in the mixed bag. These are concept-based questions. So come on, make it fast. Yes. Could you eliminate first of all quickly? You can eliminate D, or your D is the answer, Preetham. Yes. Could you eliminate the first one? He asked his son, are you studying seriously? You can eliminate A. Okay. Yes, Ritik. What about B? He asked his son if he is. This is also wrong. Yes. Why? Because this is in past tense. The reporting verb is in past tense. This is again in present tense. So this can be eliminated. Just subscribe. Wow. Thank you, Ritik. Thank you. God bless you. Great. Okay, the answer is this one. I hope you will overlook this studying. Just please overlook this. This is a misprint, typo. He asked his son whether he was studying seriously for the exam. Now you can use if or you can use whether. Okay. Now what might be the active sentence? He said to his son, comma, open inverted commas, are you studying seriously for the exam? Question mark, close inverted commas. This could have been the active sentence. So what is the answer? He asked his son whether he was studying seriously for the exam. Fourth one is the answer. This is the answer. Here you find that this is wrong. Are you studying? Here you find if he is studying, whether he is studying, this is wrong. Okay? Next. Come on, change it now. Can you eliminate D? That why this is absolutely wrong. When you are changing a sentence which is in the interrogative form, you don't use that. This is also wrong. Yes, yes, Ritik. Answer is A. Pritam. Yes, yes, Mamsi. The teacher asked the student why he had not done his homework. This is also wrong. That will not be used here. Yes, answer is the teacher asked the student why he had not done his homework. When you are taking into consideration an interrogative sentence, then what you do, you simply take this WH word here directly. है ना? Yes, it is not used in interrogative sentences. Very correct. True. Next. Again, this has to be your active sentence. You can eliminate C because both whether and if have been used. You can eliminate D because it is retaining present tense. You can eliminate A because it is using present tense. Your answer is B. Yes, yes. I asked my mother if I could go out with my friend. I said to my mother, I asked my mother, can I go? Now, this is can, what is this? This is a yes no question. Okay, your is, was, did, do, can, could, all these have, has, had, modal verbs. Okay, so you get this yes no question. So you use if, then can will be changed to could because you make a change of tense in the narration. Okay, not in the voice. Okay, let's move ahead. Yes, which is the answer? Can you eliminate? He might not attend. You can eliminate. Here it says present tense, he cannot. Can you eliminate A because here in the reported speech it is retaining present tense? Answer is B without any doubt. He told them that he could not attend the office as he was sick. Yes, yes, B is your answer. I hope you get the rule, you get the reasoning. He told them, he said to them, he told them that he cannot will become could not attend the office as he was sick. Very good. Voice. Now in voice, you do not change the tense. There are three rules to be followed. By is added, V3 form of the verb is used, subject becomes object, and object becomes subject. These are the three basic rules which you have to follow. Okay. Now, can you eliminate the first one? They will has. This is wrong. Can you eliminate the second one? They will had. This is wrong. Can you eliminate the third one? Fourth one? They will have bring. They will have bring is wrong. Which is the correct one? They will have brought a toy. This is an active. A toy will have been brought by them. Answer is C. Anyone? Come on, did I not see your answers? Am I going too fast? Ah, yes, Satyam. Yes, you are correct. Okay, they will has brought a toy? No. Answer is they will have brought a toy. Answer is C. Okay, what about this one? Now you can eliminate this. Had they catch, this is wrong. Had they catch, absolutely wrong. Had they been caught, again wrong. Where is by? If this is had they been, then by should have come here. What is the answer? Had they caught the thief? Yes, yes, Preetham, yes. Answer is fourth one. Had they caught the thief? Had the thief been caught by them? In this way it will come. Yes, great. Yes, Harsha, very good. Harsha, I'm sorry. Is it Barsha? I'm sorry. Okay, now we start with the mixed bag very quickly. Come on, hurry up. This you will find in the proper questionnaire format, the way you get in the exam. Okay, fill in the blank. Okay, have you answered this one, Nitya? Nitik? Sorry, Ritik? Yes, Pritam. Is it prescribe? Prescribe, look at the root word scribe. Scribe is to write. Scribe, this is the root word. Subscribe. Prescription, subscription. Delude. What does delude mean? Delude is something to deceive somebody, to cheat somebody in a dishonest way. Answer is proscribe, my dear. Proscribe means not to allow, to prohibit. Okay, as I'm gaining weight, I have decided to proscribe some of my favorite food items. I will not allow myself. Yes, Toto. Yes, prescribe. No, proscribe. Yes, yes, yes. Proscribe. D is the answer. Okay, done. Analogy. Come on, fast. One, two, three. What is the answer? Traditional is to modern. So sharp is to, what do you find here? You find opposite ideas? Very good. Very good, blunt. Toto, it is blunt. Sharp is opposite to blunt. It is not difficult. It is not plain. It is not tough. Yes, 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 everyone. Yes, blunt is the answer. Okay, next. Okay, look at this one now. Find out the part of speech. Which one is this? Is it an adjective or a verb or a noun or an adverb? Which part of speech is this? They were discussing the implications of the new policy. They were discussing what? You get an answer? When you ask a question and you get an answer, it is a noun. It is a noun. C is the answer. Yes, it is not adjective. Where is the adjective? If it is an adjective, then there has to be a noun, which is not found there. They were discussing the implications of the new policy. It is a countable noun. Implication, implications. What were they discussing? They were discussing implications. You get the answer when you ask the question what and you get the answer. That is your noun. How? Because you are asking, they were discussing what? Ask the question what? Don't you get the answer? Implications. If you get the answer implications, then this is a noun. Noun is what? What? है ना? What? In this room, there can be hundreds of nouns. Name. Got it. Very good. I'm glad. So give me a fire sign or a heart sign. Very good. Okay. And when you say verb, है ना? It is talking about the action. When you say adjective, it is talking about how is the noun. Okay? Come on, you guys have not even given me sign of like. Yes, thank you. Implications means difficulties. And no, no, difficulties is not adjective. Difficult is adjective. Difficult. This is a difficult sum to solve. Difficulty is not an adjective. Difficulty is a noun. Here, and whenever you find an adjective, that means after that there has to be a noun. Otherwise, how can you say that it's an adjective? उसके पहले नाउन के पहले एडजेक्टिव आएगा है ना या जहां एडजेक्टिव होगा वहां नाउन होगा वो पता करना जरूरी है चलो आगे बढ़ते हैं ओके ग्रेट आई एम हैप्पी अब ये देखो फास्ट फास्ट आई वंडर इफ ही विल एवर कम बैक सेड रिया Even if this reporting verb goes at the back ना, आपको समझना है ये यहाँ पर ही है, ठीक है? Ria said, I wonder if he will ever come back. Now this is in the past tense. Can you eliminate quickly? Can you eliminate C? She wonders, ये present कैसे हो गया? Can you eliminate D? ये कैसे past हो गया? ये तो change होता ही नहीं है. Reporting verb is never changed. Reported speech is changed. है ना? Now take into consideration A and B. A और B में से कौन सा आंसर सही है? Come on. Yes, Ronak, Ritik. Yes, Preetham. A is the answer. Ria said that she wondered if he would ever come back. Will become would. ये जो will था ना, it will change into would. ठीक है? Yes, Manya. Yes, Barsa. Yes. Ria said that she wondered if he would ever come back. There's a change of tense whenever you are doing narration. चलो आगे बढ़ते हैं. Now, do this very carefully. Nana and VS Fury. Are you answering for this one? Fifth question. Just a second, I'll go back to the previous question. This one? This one. Yes, policy is also a noun. Yes, policy is also a noun. Okay. Now, what VS are you giving answer for fifth question? Yes, you are right. Absolutely right. Answer is verb. The manager decided to oversee. You can see this too. This is 2v1. 2v1. Okay? Yes, fifth question answer is C. Yes, Nityam. Verb. The manager decided to oversee. This is the verb. Answer. Okay. Now do this one. Logical reasoning based question. Come on. These questions also you'll be getting in the exam. First read the first sentence and then find out which are the statements which are implicit. You can go back. You can start from 23 and then you can go back. Do at least eight years. Yamini. Yes, Naina. Very good. Since the number of people booking Air India flights are decreasing, Air India should decrease their ticket price. Both are implicit. Yes, yes. Ritik, check your answer, please. Answer is C. Both assumptions. Why? See, the first one says decreasing the ticket prices may lead people to buy Air India. It is very clear. Okay, that the prices, if they are decreased, then they will buy tickets. Okay. The second one, number of people booking Air India flights is decreasing because of high prices of tickets. Yes, that is also implicit. It is written here, since the number of people booking Air India flights are decreasing day by day, Air India should decrease the ticket price. So both are implicit. Very good, my champions. Okay, look at this one. One more. Read from here. Okay, what about question 7 now? International Cricket Council Chief Executive Malcolm Speed said that, once again, have a look that the sports governing body took a zero tolerance position. Assuming they comply, it will be similar to the ICC's anti-doping policy. Now we have to find out which one is the correct combination of conclusions. You are saying only one. Now see, look at this one. The governing body would not take any cases involving doping lightly, no matter at what stages the players are tested positive. Are we talking anything about the stage here? Is there any mention of stage in the paragraph? No, isn't it? So this is not valid enough. What about the second one? Malcolm Speed is very strict with players. Again, this is not very clear. This is hazy. This is vague. How can you say that he is very strict with players? Your answer is C. Neither one nor two. None of them follows. Yes, yes, Toto. Neither one nor two. Yes. Okay, Nishant. Okay, that's great. Next. Now, root word. What does the root word rect imply? Wrong English. What does the root word rect? Rect in the word rectangle. What does it tell you? Rect. Is it straight, inclined, try, equal? Yes, yes, Toto, it is straight. Rect is straight. Rectitude, rectify, direct. You have to make it straight. Rector, yes. Then you have this word correct. Okay. So rect here means straight. It is not equal. It is not try. It is not inclined. Yes. Cover syllabus from basic. Yes, of course, you have to cover syllabus. You have to pay attention to the grammar. If you're talking about language reasoning, you have to do some comprehension passages. Okay, then you have to do grammar, you have to do vocabulary. These are the three main components. Now, come on. Very simple for my champions, I'm sure. She finished the work quickly and efficiently. How did she finish the work? Yes, yes, Toto. Yes, yes. It is adverb. Very correct. How was the work finished? The work was finished in what manner? It was finished quickly. Yes, it is adverb. It is defining the verb finished. Quickly, slowly, beautifully, lovingly, efficiently, fast. All these are adverbs. Yes. Now, okay. Again, one more logical reasoning. Come on, any answers? Look at it again. The court has upheld the decision prohibiting the sale of meat along the banks of the holy river Ganga as decided by the local administration taking care of local people's sentiments. Now, some people were unhappy by the decision of the local administration. Yes, indeed, they were unhappy. Yes, yes, Fury. Yes, 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 there you are. Religious sentiments of local people are important considerations while framing rules. Yes. Eating meat is not allowed in some religions. Yes. So all the three conclusions follow. All the three conclusions. Vinay. Why only B, Vinay? Third also because they don't allow in some religions. So they consider it bad. And these are the sentiments are hurt when they find that along the banks of the holy river, the sale of meat is going on. Okay. On the one hand, they come and pay homage, they come and pay tribute, they come and visit the temples, okay, and they worship the gods and the goddesses, and they consider the river also to be holy, pious, okay, and then they find that it is being sold there. So all the three conclusions will follow, dear. Okay. Take this last one now. Yes, Toto, yes. Both are implicit. Study material for BAT exam prepared by Edward is sufficient to clear the exam. Means Edward is preparing material to clear the exam. Okay. Clearing exam is desirable. That is why they want to take this up. Okay. This is implicit. Edward's BAT material is of good quality. Yes. It is sufficient. That is why the students consider it of good quality. So both the assumptions, both 1 and 2 are implicit. Both of them are found. Shivika. Yes, both of them. Because the students want to clear the exam and they find that this particular publications or whatever it is, company, whatever it is enough. It is of a good quality to clear the exam. So both of them are implicit, inherent. C is the answer. Okay, now take the next one. Someone who appreciates good food and drinks. Why B? Pritam, why B? Why glutton? Here he is talking about appreciating. He's not talking about eating voraciously. Glutton is the one who eats voraciously. ठूस ठूस के खाता है ना? Lampoon is to harm somebody, to attack somebody by words, attack by words. Okay? That is lampoon. Podium is a place where you stand. Yes, yes, Preetham. The answer is epicure. Podium is a place, a pedestal on which you stand, and you speak, you give the speech or something like that. That is podium. Answer is epicure. The one who appreciates good food and drinks. The one who has the knowledge of what is a good food. I mean, what kind of food can be termed good, what kind of drinks will come under the good variety. Yes, gourmet is also one word, very correct, if you could recall. But since it is not given here, so you have to go with epicure. You might have heard of Epicureanism in philosophy. Epicureanism, Epicurean. Yes. Okay, now rearranging. Yes, Manya, I'm waiting for some more entries. Yes, that is the correct answer. You have to start with E. Excuse me. Yes, definitely. You have to start with E, the summit. This is the subject, the noun. So in this way, you rule out all the other options. Excuse me. E has to start with. The summit aims to accelerate and showcase partnerships with scalable solutions. Yes, Shivika. Yes, VS Fury. B is your answer. True. Try this one out. Figure of speech. View it again, Toto. View it again. You have a context here. Simply just don't go by the fact that opportunity took turns to knock. Go on eliminating. You can eliminate A and D. Yes, Shivika. VS Fury, the answer is metaphor. This is an indirect comparison. Yes, Toto. Yes. It is not personification. Here he is talking about the opportunity which came at his door means many times he was given this opportunity. So opportunity knocks on the door means this is a comparison that some avenues of growth are opening in front of him, but he is not taking the clue, he is not putting in enough hard work, and that is why he failed the exam. He couldn't come up to the expected level. Yes, yes, Dashini. Yes, Dashini. Yes, it's a metaphor. Yes. Glad to see all of you joining in the fag end of the session. Nevertheless, I feel happy and proud. Okay. But still, I find that the fire emojis and the likes are less. Okay, no issues. We'll move further. Okay, now identify the oxymoron. Two opposite ideas coming together. Living dead, sweet sorrow. Come on, give me the answers. There you are, Toto. All three, all of the above. Pure evil, melted ice, bland spice. All of them. No, pure evil is correct, Preetham. But look at melted ice, ice which is melted, bland spice, spice which is bland. If it is bland, how can it be spicy? Okay, all of the above. If it is ice, how can it be melted? All of them. Okay, active passive voice. Come on. He will have completed the project by then. Future perfect. Can you quickly eliminate option D? Can you quickly eliminate option C as well? Look at the fault in the sentence construction. The project he will complete by then. The project be completed by him by then. All absurd answer choices. What about B? B also has a slight error. The project will have completed by him. The project will have, if it is passive voice, then it has to take been. Something like this, isn't it? Yes, Drishti. Yes, Drishti. The answer is A. Yes, Vamsi. Very true. Very true. This is also incorrect. The answer is A. The project will have been completed by him by then. The project will have been completed. He will have completed the project by then. Okay. The project, subject becomes object and object becomes subject. The project will have been completed. Yes, VS Fury. Yes. Yes, Dayashini. Yes, yes, yes. Now, rearranging. First of all, tell me which sentence will you start? Look at that with that viewpoint. With which sentence are you going to start the passage? Okay, is it your answer or you have eliminated? You will start with C. You will start the sentence with S. When people say they enjoy shopping, they don't generally refer to one particular type of shopping, that is groceries. Yes, Drishti, yes, Dayashini. So you start with S. Okay. Then you find some more additional information in Q. As boring and mundane as this particular task is, it is an this particular task. Which particular task? Going for shopping. It is an absolute necessity and is essential part of becoming an adult. Okay. Then you're left with P and R. So you get some more information here in P. I plan to do a whole series of articles around the hows, whats, and whys of grocery shopping. And then comes R. But to begin with, so you find in this way, you find the pair. So answer is C. This is a concluding statement. Clear? Okay. Again, rearranging. This is a simpler one. in comparison. Tell me with which sentence will you start? The name Mrs. Foster has been given the first time here, the noun or the name. So you begin with R. What is your answer? If you begin with R, then you have to eliminate A and C. She was going all alone to Paris to visit her daughter, her only child, who was married to a Frenchman. So you find that P goes along with R. Okay, then she didn't care much for the Frenchman, means the husband, but she was fond of her daughter. Moreover, she had developed a great yearning. Yearning means desire to set eyes on her three grandchildren. So this is your last one. So what is your answer? Your answer is RPSQ. Answer option B. Yes, yes, everyone. Azim, Manya, Toto, VS Fury, and everyone else. Yes. Pritam. Yes. Okay. Now look at this once again. Vocabulary question. A dash, a and dash of national policy. The individual income tax has played different roles in different countries at different times, beginning in Great Britain at the close of the 18th century. Can you eliminate tools? Yes, you can eliminate tool. Why? Because it is as a and this is in plural. So in vocabulary also you have to pay attention to the grammar components. Now you're left with instrument and gadget. Okay. Now gadget is something, which is related to a machine maybe. Something of a physical nature. And instrument is related to the provision or the policy, right? Which is being talked about here. So your answer has to be instrument. Yes. Only two is the answer. Yes, B is your answer. Very good, my champions. Proud of you. Yes, instrument. Next, vocabulary. This is kind of one word substitution. Attempting to impress by, yes, very good. Yes, Pritam. Dayashini, please view your answer once again, everyone. Now see, fashionable and modish are same. You might have heard mod. She is a mod young girl. है ना? So mod and fashionable are same. Skeptical will not fit in. Answer is pretentious. One who's involved in show off, appearance, greater importance than it actually possesses, he or she. So pretentious, pretension, dikhawa. Now, once again, direct indirect narration. Can you quickly eliminate D? Whether have spoiled? Yes, Aditya. Can you eliminate C? Whether were spoiled? This is totally wrong. Can you eliminate B? Acclaimed with joy? Answer is, of course, A. Oh dear, the weather has spoiled the fields of farmer. Rakesh Tomar exclaimed with sorrow that the weather had spoiled the fields of farmer. Yes, yes, very good. Text passage. This had appeared in the previous year paper. Previous year question. Yes, this is the last question, Vamsi. We'll do this passage. What the passage, I mean, what does the author say and what is being said by Google? Great, Tanish. Welcome back. Shall we take the next slide? I think you can take 3 to 4 minutes. It depends on the length also. Like this is not a very long one. It has 2 paragraphs. And once you have a look at the questions, you are able to, see from where you are going to get the questions and the answers. Yes, the next slide. We like to have a look at the questions. True, Divyashini. Yes. Dayashini. Yes, yes. Okay. For the most part, Google is upfront about asking permission to use your location information. This line has come in the passage. This sentence means, now what does it mean? Google is not secretive about recording your movements. Google is tracking your movements even if you don't want it to. Upfront about asking permission means सामने से आके पूछ रहा है. Is quite candid about asking you to allow it to show you where you are located. Which option is correct? You want me to take you back to the slides? Have you written D? No, no. Come on, it is asking you directly. So C is the answer. Google is quite candid. Candid means straightforward. है ना? Not beating about the bush. C is the answer. It's about asking you to allow it to show you where you are located. Quite candid means directly, he's upfront, he's coming and asking you directly, hey, where are you right now? Something like that. C is the answer. Yes, yes. Okay. When the author says that isn't true to Google's claim that you can turn off location history at any time and the places you go are no longer stored, what does he mean? Remember here, where has he said, just have a look. Here he says, see, that isn't true. Who says? The author says. What does Google say? Google says this will prevent the company from remembering where you have been. Google support page on the subject states. You can turn off location history at any time. With location history off, the places you go are no longer stored. That is not true. So why is the author saying this? This is the question. What does it mean? It means what? Although Google declares, although Google declares that the places are no longer stored, they automatically store time-stamped location data without asking. Yeah? Yes, Shivika. Yes, Vamsi and others. Yes. This is your answer. Not B, ask permission. No. Tracks your movements. No. It is directly this one. They declare that we are not storing, but actually it is, getting stored without even asking. Yes, yes, they are Sini. Toto. Yes, VS Fury. Okay, this also was there just now. How many users does the privacy issue affect? Can anybody remember? Look at this. I had underlined it also. Come on, now can you tell me the answer? 2 billion users and here hundreds of millions of worldwide. Yes, yes. I'm so sorry. This is the answer. B. 2 billion users and hundreds of millions of iPhone users. What does the author mean when he says it does not stop Google's collection of other location markers? This also I had underlined. I'll take you back to the slide. This one. See, When paused, it will prevent activity on any device from being saved to your account, but leaving web and app activity on and turning location history off only prevents Google from adding your movement to the timeline. It's visualization of your daily travels. It does not stop Google's collection of other location markers. Yes, Shivika. Yes, everyone else. See, if you leave web and app activity on and turn location history off, Google can still collect the location markers. Yes. Now, if you were to give the title to the passage, what title would you give it? Come on. Any guesses what title you might have given to this? It must have been related to Google or tracking or location. So prepare yourself thoroughly. And if you face any difficulty, you can always get in touch. And this, I just wanted to inform you about Admissure that once your CAT exam, is done and you go for the other, steps further, then we provide you the support. Okay, privacy related you would have given. So we give you a discussion, training for the writing part, isn't it? Writing skill, then group discussions, personal interviews. Yes, yes, Shivika. Yes, yes. You have mock interviews, then you have sessions which are led by the experts. We take a number of mock interviews and we help the students prepare the SOP and we help them, we review their essays also and we take specific sessions. Okay, this batch starts, so you can just take a screenshot of this. Maybe it is of some help to you. You can share it with other friends of yours and you can get in touch with us wherever you face difficulty. If there is any issue, you can get in touch. You can have your doubts solved and resolved and keep practicing whatever time you are left with. Okay, don't feel, deterred that, okay, what can I do now? You can do lots, lots and lots can be done, right? This is the last leg, so put your best foot forward. And on this note, I would like to take leave of you. Thank you. God bless you. Keep learning, keep improving. Take care, everyone. More power to you. All the best. Good night.